How's it going, everybody? It's Zach, and I'm back with another conversation. Today, I want to talk about my routine that I've kind of established and how I get affected when I am not able to follow that routine or follow a set pattern of events. And now, I think this could kind of branch off of a form of OCD that I have. Again, I don't like to self diagnose, but I've always kind of been a person that likes structure in everything. I like to know where I plan to go and where I'm coming from in a day. Um, and I want to kind of talk about it because I had yesterday was a very scattered day for me, and there were a few points where I got into a lull where even though I knew I had to do things and I knew that I had stuff that I could be doing, I just hit a point where I wasn't really on my routine and I did nothing and I sat in my beanbag in my room for about an hour and a half just doing nothing. And the whole time I sat there, I kept telling myself that, hey, I have to do this. I have to get out of the beanbag and I have to get back on track, but I just couldn't pull myself to do it. And it ended up being kind of awful and I didn't enjoy it. And I finally got out of that lull once I jumped back on routine. But in the moment, I just had all this anxiety and all this sadness, I guess, where I just felt useless. I felt like I couldn't get back on track. So I wanted to kind of talk about that today and explain what my typical routine is that I'm doing week to week right now since the whole coronavirus thing is keeping me in my room and in my house. Um, Currently, I've been trying to get up at 10 in the morning every day, or I mean get up as in be awake, which has been going fine. Yesterday was a bad example of that. I got up at 10, immediately fell back asleep until 11:40 when I got a call and I had to take the call. But today I woke up at 10, and I typically try and give myself till 11 um, to get out of bed and jump in the shower to start my day. But I'm trying to shorten that time that I spend in my bed in the morning. In a perfect scenario, I wake up and I lay there for maybe 5 minutes, and then I'm on up and getting in the shower, so I have more time through my day to get stuff done. Because after I hop in the shower, I'll go downstairs and I'll look at my phone and do stuff and eat a breakfast type lunch, I guess, because it's about 11:30 at that time right now. And I do that, and then after I eat, I'll have the day kind of planned out. I like to on my phone. I have a little note tab that I always the night before. I'll write everything that I plan on doing in the next day, and I'll also even spread it out to what I'm doing in a week. Um, so I'll kind of know what I have to do, and I like to set myself time to get it done. So I give myself the day to do that around 6 o'clock. I get dinner, and I usually like to have everything done that I needed to before dinner. So I basically have from the hours of 12 to 6 to kind of get that done. And um, once I get that done, I eat dinner, and then I kind of have my own time where I can watch TV or TV shows, sit in my room and play music, or just chill for a minute and not really worry about anything. Um, so I do that, and then it, as it gets later, right around 8 o'clock, um, I usually will get on a phone call or a FaceTime call with my girlfriend, and we'll talk for a good hour, hour and a half. Into the night, we'll watch a movie or just sit there talking, and then lately, after that point, that's around 9:30 or 10 that I get off the phone with her, and I have kind of two options. One, I will either play some guitar at night, or the other option is I hop on my PS4 and play some games with my former roommate, who I've been keeping in touch with throughout this whole coronavirus through the games we play. So I enjoy that. But I can't do that every night. It gets tiring after a few nights of staying up and talking and playing. I do very much enjoy it, but it's just not something I can do night to night. And then after that, I get in bed, sleep until the next day, where I wake up at 10 and kind of start that all over. The problem comes when I don't get the stuff that I need to get done throughout the day. Like yesterday I did a stream on my Twitch channel, which I did have a very fun time doing, and I will be revisiting that within the next few days because I did really enjoy it. And I did that. I streamed for longer than I was expecting, but I kind of planned to have the stream going for a decent amount of time. But I also had plans to get some other homework done and other stuff like that. Um, and I never ended up getting that done. I ended up eating dinner, and I came up to my room where typically I would have that free time where I didn't have to do anything. But in the back of my head, I knew that I had stuff unfinished that I wanted to do that day. As much as the stuff that I planned isn't due, the homework I need to do and the labs and the people I need to collaborate with to get stuff done, it can all wait. But it's still something that I put in my schedule, that I had a set time slot that I just didn't get done. So now I need to reorganize everything else. And I get in a mode where I try and relax and do what I typically would do after dinner. But in the back of my head, I just know I need to get this stuff done, so I try and force myself to do it. But it never really works. I can't train myself to leave the plan that I set out to make up for the other plans that I skipped. And yesterday was one of those where, again, like I said, I just sat doing nothing for a good hour or hour and a half. And then I continued my night without doing anything, and it was fine. Like a good half hour into talking with my girlfriend, I was fine. I was happy. I forgot about not filling in my time slots, and I went to bed and made a new schedule for how I was going to fit what I need to do in to the next few days. But it was just that moment where I sat there that I really felt a lot of anxiety and a lot of this pressure to get stuff done that I hadn't already done. And I wanted to just kind of get that out there, to tell myself that I need to do that, because a lot of other side effects of this whole routine thing, lately, my sister's not at my house right now. She's out with her boyfriend at my camp for a few days. But she's the type of person that she can't sit still for too long. She always wants to go on a run or a hike or something like that. And every so often she'll invite me to join, and I decline because not that I can't do it, not that I don't have the time to do it, but because I told myself that I have 3 hours to get this one assignment done. And obviously I know in my head that it's not going to take those 3 hours, but I have a problem where I don't want to give up that time for something else that I would enjoy a lot more than just sitting around procrastinating to a certain extent. Um, and it's just something that I really need to focus on and fix. And I don't want to drop the routine because I think I'm very organized. Um, I just need to hold myself to my organization while also allowing myself to do other things and fill the downtime with other ideas. Because just because I don't put it in my original schedule doesn't mean I can't add it in the moment. And that's just something I need to change, and something I wanted to talk about because it's been on my mind since yesterday. And yeah, I guess that's the end of this one.